Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, this is a marketplace that's going a little crazy about how you get your services secured by either sellers or buyers. How do we get new listings? How do we get a buyer to understand that they should be working with us? Well, unfortunately, it's not right now about how you're going to price a house or how you're going to market a house or how quickly you can get on top of doing either one of those. Because right now, sellers believe one thing. They believe all they got to do is throw a price on the house. It can be too high, too low, or otherwise, but they can throw a price on the house. They're going to have multiple offers. It's going to sell. They don't need any expertise from you to do that. So they're going to accept the person who provides them with the lowest commission. Highest price, lowest commission. If you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure with sellers. If you go in with buyers and tell a buyer you can get them a better price or you can move them to the top of the list to make sure, you're setting yourself up for difficulties. My suggestion to everybody is we have to take a little different mindset with the current marketplace. What that mindset is, pretty simple. We're going to talk about the dirty little secrets of our industry that we don't want to talk about. We're going to go to sellers and we're going to let sellers know about what happens when they get a VA appraisal that is well below what they sold the house for and how it affects the property for 2 years and how they need to know that that then shrunk the marketplace, kept them off the market, and cost them both money and opportunity. That's what you have to deal with, and tell them how your awareness of that kind of a circumstance would allow you to help them prevent getting into that VA appraisal or accepting that offer at the wrong time or over someone else. Buyers are the same way. If they're going after a property with a VA appraisal, we need to explain to them why that VA appraisal is both good for them but bad for the fact that they might not be in first in line as other people are explaining this. What I'm suggesting to you right now is that you learn to tell stories. And as you're talking to people, give them stories that relate to their circumstances. Sellers, tell them what can happen about appraisals. Tell them what can happen about inspections, requests for repairs. Tell them how that all comes together. Tell them how even ordering an appraisal needs to be done sooner, and when it's not, what ultimately happens. When does the leverage change in a transaction based upon what's happening within that transaction? You need to explain to them why you can handle that. And quite frankly, just telling them the story that you're aware of that goes a long way toward doing that. Buyers are the same way. Why can't they get in there? Why can't they ever get the house? Is it because it's a VA loan? Is it because the other side is already aware of how this is working? Is it because they don't seem to show that they have enough cash or capital? Is it because they're looking at too expensive a home? You need to back up in this marketplace and be able to explain from the very beginning what is going on. I give price and say price is important. It's important as to how it relates to the following things: appraisals, inspections, getting a transaction closed and done, keeping your property on the market and maximizing that, getting out there and getting an appraisal that's a valid value, and being able to complete the transaction when you get to that end and not having money out of pocket and not having wasted a lot of time. Those are the things that are going to set you apart from everybody else. Because I can tell you right now, everybody else is out there saying, I can help you do this. I can help you get the most. I can do all of these things. And I can do it for cheaper than Lynn can do it for. Well, be careful what you get, because what you pay is what you get. Make them understand that right now, the dangers of this market, the traps in this market, are what you are here to help them avoid, no matter which side of the transaction you're on. That's it for me. Go out and enjoy the weekend and start telling stories, huh?